the fighting style that's terrible for farming, to the style only the richest players can get. Here's how to obtain every fighting style in Blox fruits, starting with the fighting style every single player had. Combat, obviously. Combat is the starting fighting style that you get upon first joining the game. This is the weakest and least commonly used fighting style in the entire game, especially among 3rd C players, since most players switch to a different fighting style. Because of that, it's ironically considered the rarest fighting style. Some players also like to keep combat and max its mastery for fun, but if you want to level up as quickly as possible, I recommend to switch to another fighting style as soon as you can. Compared to the other options of the 1st C, combat is generally weak. Keep in mind that if you switch to another fighting style, you'll never again be able to obtain combat. It's literally a flex to have a combat style in the 3rd C, and there should definitely be a title for it, something like Combat Combatant of Combat. Moving on to the Darkstep, one of 2 fighting styles that has 4 moves. Darkstep is a leg-based fighting style that most people obtain in the 1st C, but it's also obtainable in the 2nd and 3rd C. When you activate Aura while having Darkstep equipped, Aura will appear on your legs instead of your arms. This is entirely visual and provides no additional buffs, but it's still a cool detail. This fighting style can be bought for 150,000 belly from the Darkstep teacher, who is located in the Pirate Village in the 1st C. When it comes to the 2nd C, you can obtain Darkstep via the same NPC on the lava side of Hot and Cold Island, and in the 3rd C, it can be obtained once again via the same NPC located at the castle on the sea. Is it just me or does this rhyme? The first Darkstep move is Z, which is Flying Kick. The second is X, which is Breakdance. Third is C, which is Barrage, and the last one is V, which is Overheat. All of these moves are area of effect moves, and the first move has an aiming feature. Darkstep is the cheapest fighting style out of all the fighting styles, and it's pretty good for grinding in the 1st C due to low knockback and high AoE. Subscribe if you ever use this style. But this 3rd fighting style is perfect for you if you love electricity. Of course, I'm talking about Electric, which is a fighting style obtainable in all Cs. Electric is a fighting style you must master if you want to get Electric Claw fighting style in the 3rd C, which is Electric's successor. Electric can be learned for 500,000 belly from the Mad Scientist, who is located on the ground level of Skylands behind the rock, and it's got 3 moves: Stomp, Electrical Tackle, and Electrical Floor. This fighting style was added in Update 2 and reworked in Update 17.3. While it's equipped, your hands will be covered in electricity, which is purely for cosmetics. But the interesting thing about this fighting style is that it cannot harm rubber users, because in real life, rubber doesn't conduct electricity. All moves are also ground-based, which might be Electric's only downside. The next fighting style is Water Kung Fu, which is also a bridge you must cross to get another fighting style in the 3rd C, SharkMan Karate, an upgraded version of Water Kung Fu. This fighting style can be bought for 750,000 belly from the Water Kung Fu teacher, which can be found in the underwater city in the 1st C, but I don't really see the point in having this in the 1st C, let alone 2nd and 3rd. It's pretty overrated and there are better options, but you'll have to go through it if you want to obtain SharkMan Karate. Water Kung Fu has 3 moves: Steam Charge Fist, Deadly Shower, and Heavy Water Punch. All moves are area of effect and don't have that big of a knockback, so it's alright for farming. It's not recommended for PvP, however, because it's quite slow, but its upgraded version, SharkMan Karate, is recommended because of its high combo potential. Dragon Breath is the next fighting style on the list, a fighting style which is obtainable in the 2nd and 3rd C only. And no, it's not a bridge to another fighting style, but there's an upgraded version of it called Dragon Talent, but we'll get there in a moment. Dragon Breath can be bought for 1,500 fragments from an NPC called Sabby, who's located in a bridge at the Kingdom of Rose in the 2nd C, and in the 3rd C you can get it at the Castle on the Sea. Once you purchase it, you'll receive a title Dragonborn. This fighting style is relatively cheap considering what you get: 3 moves that have good damage and range, and some of its hitboxes are great. The first move is called Dragon Rush, 2nd Dragon Flames, and 3rd Dragon Explosion. All moves are multiple targets, meaning you can hit multiple enemies at once. This fighting style was added in Update 8, and it used to cost a rare artifact, but that was changed to its current price in Update 11. Now we're getting more serious. Deathstep, a fighting style that's an upgraded version of Darkstep, and more powerful in every aspect. Deathstep is a leg-based fighting style, which can be learned from Foyu, the reformed in the 2nd C or 3rd C. Just like Darkstep, when equipped along the Aura will be based on the legs instead of arms. Believe it or not, Deathstep is a bridge to the even more powerful fighting style called Godh Human. One of the requirements for Godh Human is to have Darkstep with mastery of 400 or above. Deathstep is the second of 2 fighting styles that have 4 moves: Rocket Kick, Wind Bullet, Vermilion Drill, and Maximum Overheat. In order to learn Deathstep, you need a few requirements: 5,000 fragments, 2.5 million belly, Darkstep mastery of 400 or above, and a library key obtained from the Awakened Ice Admiral. Deathstep is excellent for PvP and bounty hunting due to its range, damage, fast-paced moves, and great combo potential. The only downside would be that it's a bit hard to hit enemies from a large distance, but who cares? Deathstep is one of the most used fighting styles in the entire game. But here we have a successor of the fighting style we just went over, Water Kung Fu. And of course this is SharkMan Karate, the fighting style only obtainable in the second C. It's considered to be a great fighting style for combos mainly because its moves are faster, easy to hit, and deal much more damage compared to Water Kung Fu. It's also considered by many as one of the best fighting styles for grinding, mainly because the M1s are very fast and do not cause the player to dash. To obtain this fighting style, you'll first need to get your Water Kung Fu to 400 mastery, defeat the Tidekeeper, and get a water key, and only then you'll be able to pay Dagrock, the Sharkman at the Forgotten Island in the second C, 2.5 million belly, and 5,000 fragments to learn the SharkMan Karate. This style has 3 moves, the first one being 12 Water Palm, second Pressure Vortex, and third Great Sea Spear. All these moves can damage sea beasts, and SharkMan Karate is an extremely good choice for booty users because M1 is the fastest among all fighting styles. But if your focus is on PvP, I suggest you get a Superhuman. It's pretty bad at farming, but its PvP potential definitely makes up for it. This fighting style was extremely popular in the past, and it can be upgraded to Godh Human in the 3rd C. In order to obtain it, you'll need to have 300 plus mastery on Darkstep, Electric, Water Kung Fu, and Dragon Breath. Once you've got that, you have to pay 3 million belly to the Martial Arts Master, located in a hidden cave inside the Snow Mountain in the 2nd C. Superhuman has 3 moves, Beast Owl Pounce, Thunderclap, and Conqueror Gun. This fighting style has extremely high combo potential, very good knockback and damage, which makes it a perfect PvP fighting style that's also great for raids, since you can use the Z move to stun the boss, so others can hit it. Literally all its moves can be comboed for excellent damage output, and the Z and C moves are good for running away when you're low on health. Some refer to it as the upgraded version of combat style because its Z and X moves look like a better version of it. Electric is nothing compared to its successor, Electric Claw. This fighting style is mainly used for PvP due to its speed, easy to hit, powerful, and stunning skills. There's a few steps you need to complete in order to obtain this fighting style. First, you need 400 mastery on the Electric fighting style. Then find the previous hero NPC who's located close to the Longma boss at the Floating Turtle in the 3rd C. There you will start his quest and find a way to get to the mansion in under 30 seconds. Just set your spawn point at mansion and reset your character once you start the quest. But don't tell anyone I told you this. After completing the quest, return back to the previous hero and pay him 3 million belly and 5,000 fragments to obtain the Electric Claw, Electric Rampage, Lightning Thrust, and Thunderclap and Flash. Our Electric Claw has 3 very quick moves, and all of them damage sea beasts. Aside from that, Electric Claw is a very good fighting style for booty users, because if the player uses an auto clicker, they can click extremely fast and the moves are pretty good as well. Do you know Yuzoth? If not, go meet him, because you'll need him in order to learn Dragon Talon. Both Dragon Breath and Dragon Talon have dragon-like moves, which means that the Dragon Breath is Dragon Talon's predecessor. In order to obtain this fighting style, you'll need to complete 3 steps. First, you need to obtain a Fire Essence from a random surprise, which can be bought from the Death King NPC at the Haunted Castle 10 times every 2 hours for 50 bones. Once you've got that, you need to go to the Yuzoth, who's located at the big gear to the right of the pole on the Haunted Castle, and give him the essence. Yuzoth will accept your Fire Essence at any time, and once you complete that, you just completed the first part of obtaining it, meaning now you have access to purchase Dragon Talon fighting style. Now you need to have at least 400 mastery on Dragon Breath, 3 million belly, and 5,000 fragments in order to purchase the Dragon Talon. Dragon Talon has 3 moves, Talon Lighter, Ember Annihilation, and Infernal Vortex. Moves have big hitboxes and are area of effect, high damage, and most of them work with Awakened Buddha. They're also super easy to aim, well except for Z moves. This fighting style was added in update 16, and since then it's been one of the hardest fighting styles to obtain. Do you have it? I bet you've all been waiting for Godh Human, and here it is. Godh Human is known as a successor and enhanced version of the Superhuman fighting style. Godh Human's exceptional speed, stunning maneuvers, and powerful knockback abilities make it a perfect PvP fighting style, especially when combined with PvP-oriented fruits, such as Ice or Dough, as it can serve as an amazing stun while using moves. This fighting style is obtainable by learning it from an ancient monk, who can be found inside a tree located behind the Musketeer Pirates in the Floating Turtle. But before you head over there, make sure you meet all the requirements to purchase it. First of all, and well obviously, you need to be in the 3rd C. Then you need 400 or more mastery on Superhuman, Deathstep, Electric Claw, SharkMan Karate, and Dragon Talon. That's a lot, and I mean like a lot. It'll take you quite some time to meet these requirements, and there's still more. Once you've got that, you'll need 5 million belly, 5,000 fragments, 10 dragon scales, 20 fish tails, 10 mystic droplets, and 20 magma ores. There's no way you're getting all of these without using an auto clicker. The moves of Godh Human are Soaring Beast, Heaven and Earth, and 6 Realm Gun. They're known for an amazing combo potential and high damage. In total, Godh Human will cost you 25.4 million belly and 31,500 fragments. Do you still think it's worth it? And last but not least, we've got Sanguine Art fighting style, a darkness and vampire Vampiric-based fighting style. It's a great fighting style for grinding and raids due to the long-range moves. Most melee enemies won't even be able to hit you. The Sanguine Art can be learned from Shafi, who can be found in a base linked by a tunnel near the Island Boys, located in the Tiki Outpost. But before you're able to purchase it, you'll need to obtain a Leviathan Heart first and give it to Shafi. Then you need to get 20 Demonic Wisps, 20 Vampire Fangs, and 2 Dark Fragments. Only then will you be able to pay 5 million belly and 5,000 fragments to learn the Sanguine Art. The moves of this fighting style are Bloodbane Drain, Scarlet Tear, and Devourer of Worlds. Whoa, that one sounds so cool. All of these moves can hurt Sea Beast, and all of them can break Instinct. On top of that, they have a good combo potential. But the interesting thing about Sanguine Art is that this is the first fighting style to have a life-stealing move. Some moves have a short range compared to other fighting styles, but you definitely won't be thinking about that while having this fighting style equipped. There you have it. Now you know how to get all 12 fighting styles in Blox Fruits. Comment down below which fighting style you use. And don't forget to subscribe and watch this video on the screen.